Hello everyone, I am Ashish Chore, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department in Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. Today I am giving a lecture on Direct Memory Access DMA controller. So let's start. Uh, Here we cover introduction of direct memory access and how direct memory access works. In the introductory part, direct memory access is a feature of computer system that allow certain hardware subsystems to access main system's memory independently of the CPU. Without DMA, when the CPU is using programmed input-output, it is typically fully occupied for the entire duration of the read or write operation and is thus unavailable to perform other works. Now, accessing memory directly sounds appealing. Let's try to understand the concept. We know here is latency or delay in the speed with which CPU executes the instruction, the speed with which the memory device serves CPU. This gap in the speed leads to wastage of CPU time or cycles, while interacting memory device like hard disk, especially for data transfer. Can we have some strategy to overcome this problem? Certainly, yes. One of the most basic techniques is to let CPU to offload intensive memory access task to another component called DMA controller. This approach then frees the CPU from memory bound task and provide more cycles to CPU bound task for which where it is better suited. But what is a DMA controller? Simply speaking, DMA controller is a special purpose processor which is used to ensure the completion of the input output request with least innovation of CPU. But how this coordination between the CPU and DMA controller happen? Good point to explore. Let's consider the scenario. Now, say we want to input large amount of data from a device, say a DVD reader, to execute this memory access by DMA mechanism. The operating system configure with DMA controller with the address of the source, that is DVD reader. The initial memory address from where input has to be taken and total number of bytes to be input once configured required. The DMA controller to notify to CPU to release its control over the data bus to access the DVD reader directly for read purpose. This mechanism of the stealing the data bus from the CPU and using the data bus for the data transfer between memory and input output device is called as cycle stealing. Once the DMA controller gets control over data bus, it reads the device, that is the DVD reader, for the total number of bytes to input. So what happens once the data transfer operation completes using the DMA? At the end of the data transfer, DMA controller generates interrupt request to initiate the CPU about completion of the data transfer. Such interrupts indicate completion of data transfer and hence the CPU will take back the control of data bus, which completes the direct memory access. Let's summarize the steps. Number 1. Initially, the DMA controller requests data bus control from CPU, identifying the memory read request. The second one, the CPU grant the data bus control to DMA controller and resume to some other critical task. Third step, to this the DMA controller acknowledge data bus grant to CPU. After that, finally DMA controller reads device and writes to memory. At the end, DMA controller generates an interrupt request to tell the CPU. It is a whole working process I covered. So I think everyone should understand. Thank you. Thank you everyone.